couple days ago, we considered bidding on an AI project with an enterprise level organization, but the RFP had so many red flags. It showed how companies still have the wrong approach to AI implementation because they're still treating it like a standard IT or software service versus the transformational technology it is. Here's some of those red flags. The first one, the contract term is 5 years with 2 options to renew for additional 5 years. That's a total of 15 years. That's centuries in AI years. No organization should be locking in vendors for more than 3 to 6, maybe 9 months, and that's even pushing it, without a review. That doesn't mean you don't trust your vendor after 6 months, but it's more about giving your organization the flexibility to pivot because of how fast AI moves. Models change, there's new tools and capabilities, costs fluctuate within weeks and months. Do you really want to be locked in for 5 years? Of course, you can break the contract, but why even create the opportunity for the hassle? Number 2, the prohibition of AI meeting note takers, transcription, and processing for any meeting interactions. Already prohibiting AI tools in the RFP shows that the company sees AI as a risk to control, not to enhance the organization. It also demonstrates that the company is already defensive about AI, potentially impacting all the steps of AI implementation. Slower approvals, wary of new capabilities, slower to adapt, and so on. While I disagree with adding AI note takers with any of your meetings without asking permission, they have shown to have massive value to our clients, especially cutting down the amount of time it takes to generate meeting notes in minutes. For some companies, taking them hours, if not days, to approve. Number 3, on-premise only, no external data centers. Now, don't get me wrong, we're big proponents of building on-premise and custom solutions to ensure data privacy and security. We usually build on-prem once we learn what the desired outcome is and the risk and data involved. But before any discovery process or evaluation, you're putting that in the RFP already, that's more risk avoidance than risk management. It's back to the AI is a risk versus learn how to use AI mindset. By putting these walls up before assessing your needs, your processes, and data, you're already limiting the capabilities of AI. And there are other red flags as well, like the unlimited liability stance, where the vendor carries all the risk for unpredictable technology, or the price-heavy scoring model. It really discourages bidders from investing heavily into safety, governance, and change management. It really shows cost control first culture versus trying to find a long-term solution with AI. On a whole, this RFP is an example of how companies are trying to fit AI into old processes instead of a new operating model, where rules, models, and best practices are constantly changing within weeks and